Hey everyone, welcome back to the Den Fireworks. Today's video, I am doing a massive unboxing of over 3,100 pounds of awesome fireworks that I picked up from American Wholesale. They were doing a string order. I got wicked carried away on the string order. And this unboxing video is going to be a mess. Because, obviously, I can't fit 3 pallets in the bed of my truck. Nor could I get them to fit into the trailer, they were stacked up so high. So it was freezing cold, I had to break all of the pallets down, get them into the trailer, and I was like, oh, do I sort them by brand? Because American Wholesale has so many good brands. I literally have 26 brands on this shipment because American Wholesale carries so much. I have Black Scorpion, T-Sky, Boom Wow, Neon, Sunwing, Miracle, Happy Family, Dominator, Raccoon, Raccoon Pro, Cutting Edge, Brothers, Pyro Planet, like so much stuff. So I'm gonna break it apart by what I got at full cases of, and there's a lot of stuff for my shows as well. But because it's American Wholesale, you can also buy singles. So there's a few 500-gram cakes I only bought one of to get up on demos, or 200-gram cakes that I bought 4 of so I can keep doing my demos of a single cake followed by 3 of the same cakes after. And of course I had to pick up fountains and little miscellaneous things as well. This order is completely stacked and I cannot wait. But the video is going to be a mess because I had to move it around so many times, and this is actually recorded over many days because my wife had to go into the ICU for 4 days as well due to complications from her surgery. Obviously that takes priority, and then when she got out, it was 22 degrees out and it felt like 5 with the wind that was whipping around, so there might be some bad audio as well. But I am super excited for this order. And for another big bit of news, American Wholesale actually set up a discount code for the channel. It is a single-use one, so you can only use it once per account, but it will get you 10% off your order on 1.4 or 1.4 Pro. So they run sales all throughout the year, the 10 and the 15% off ones, but it always seems like that container you really need stuff off of is happening when a sale isn't. You can use this once. It is only once, so use it wisely. But Den 10% off will work. I'm going to be flashing that on the screen all over the place. I don't get any kickback on this, but it does give us all a way to save a little bit of money, because let's face it, this hobby is not cheap. So I'm going to start getting into the messiness now of the unboxing, and I think we'll start with some 200-gram cakes. Hopefully you guys can hear over the wind and the cold. We've had a little bit of turn of weather and there's a little bit of medical emergency. So I had to resume this a couple days later and I still need to finish emptying the trailer. But 200-gram full cases, we have Dominator Sky Diamond, Dominator Atom Smasher. Now I've already demoed that on the channel. It is a great cheap tourbillon cake and it looks like Dominator changed it out. So I got a new one to try as well. Windows Noise Complaint, Pyro Planets Quantum Leap, Dominators US Pyro, Dominators Piranha Panic Fish Cake, yes please, Pyro Planet Dark Hail, Windows Too Fishy, another fish cake, Windows Wild Wild Willows, and I finally get to try some Sky Painter out on the channel with Sky Painter's Independence. So money was getting tight on full cases, and some of these cakes I didn't think I'd use in a bunch of shows, but I still wanted to see them and try them out. And I love that American Wholesale lets you buy individual pieces of everything as well, because I actually have a bunch of 500s I picked up too. 4 of the 200s that I wanted to see, but I wasn't sure if I wanted a full case of. We got Sunwings Neon Strobe, looked like it had some beautiful colors in it. Brothers 10-4 is an angled 200-gram cake. And I got 4 of all of these ones, so I can do the demo 1 and then demo 3 at the same time. Tiger King by Sunwing, Skull King by Sunwing, Exploder by T-Sky, Nation Ovation by Winda, Neighbor Killer by Supreme, and Calavera Katrina by Black Scorpion. And for single things to try, I got a 200-gram zipper Risk Taker by T-Sky. A different red, white, and blue set by Dominator. I've done their Pro Line one. I've done the Mad Ox one. I haven't done the Just Dominator one, so I grabbed that. And I haven't done any Sky Painter, so I picked up Wild Wonders 12-shot circular cake. Those circular cakes have been really good. And out of these ones, 10-4, Exploder, Calavera, Katrina are all angled 200-gram cakes. And I love 200-gram cakes in shows. Having angled ones really does let you stretch that budget out further. So I definitely want to see what those ones look like. All right, and I found another mixed case where I have 4 of the Maddox's Rodeo 200-gram cakes to try. One thing I wish American Wholesale did is had a mixed case label that they would slap onto stuff that isn't a complete case. They do a great job packing everything. There is no wasted space, but sometimes you do get those surprises when you don't expect them. And a couple of places that let me do split cases, they do have that. They just slap a sticker on. So every case you look at, like, oh, this is a mixed case. It's got multiples. Maybe I'll write to Sabrina on that. 500-gram cakes. We have a wall, and we got some more I got to put up once I break down this wall. They kept getting new containers in, so I got a mix of all different stuff as it was coming in. Cutting Edge Piranha, Brothers Primo, Winda Mafia Boss, Sunwing Vivid Colors, Winda Bullet Blossom, Cutting Edge Patriotism, Happy Family Yo Mama, Cutting Edge High Voltage, Happy Family Melee, that is only a 2-1, Cutting Edge Rapacious, 3-1 only, Winda Double Scoop, and Cutting Edge All Night Long. The Dominator US Pyro shouldn't have stuck in there. 1500 assortment, or at least that's how I'm going to run it. Neon's Red, White, Blue Peony Assortment. Continuing with the 500s, we've got Winda's Hammer Down. This is a 2-1 case. Winda's B-52 Bomber. And Raccoon's Huge Gold Strobe. I really haven't done many NOABs on the channel. I've done a couple of the 2-inch ones. I did one 3-inch, so I decided to pick up some more NOABs to try. We have T-Sky's Black Gold. Heavyweight split decision, and this one actually comes 4-1 to the case. It's American Wholesale Fireworks house brand, but the effect looks pretty cool, and I could cut it up to use it into shows. We have Winda's Yin Yang, another really cool looking split one. Brothers Red Riff, and Miracle's Enormous Shells. Another NOAB, T-Sky's 9-shot Firefall. This one looked like it had some awesome trip on there. This one looked like it had some awesome drip on their demos. And then I picked up a bunch of standalone 500-gram cakes. I don't always need a case of them, and I was trying to stretch that budget a little more and get more up for demos. So from Sunwing, we have Amazon 28-shot fan cake. Looks like it has some beautiful color in it. Overtime, which is a 64-shot cake with a 2-minute duration. Really wondering if this is going to be a boring 2 minutes, if they're going to keep it fun. Is it one that would be worth getting a case and doing 2 minutes, 3 of them going at once? Magnus Military Tribute, I actually have 2 of. I can't remember if I wanted to demo 2 of them at the same time, or it might just be one that I added to the cart twice over all the different string orders. I don't know. Cutting Edge, we have Final Cut, large fanned out 500-gram cake, and Money Rain 12-shot. I've been wanting to try more Miracle. The stuff I've done has been really nice. So we have Rock the Flow, and I mean, come on. The American Eagle with that long, flowing hair kind of cracks me up. Temper Tantrum, Boss Man, and I do be getting the Black Pearl, so I be breaking out the pirate accent for the demo. Happy Family, we've got Crushing Blow, and Spellbound, and Boom Wow's Warning. Love the different selection of getting so many different brands and being able to get single stuff as well. For cake assortments, I got Ghostbusters by Sunwing. It is 6 30-shot 500-gram cakes with Dana, Afterlife, Zombie, Zool, Gozer, and Boop. Team Magnus by Magnus. We've got 4 different cakes: the Mighty Volcano, Hurricane, Earthquake, and Twister. And Raccoon, the perfect match. This actually has 2 different sets, Mr. and Mrs. Right. There's 2 different Mr. Rights, 2 different Mrs. Rights, and they both go together. I'm not sure if I'm going to light them up at the same time on the demo. I got to think about that some. So these assortments I saw at NFA at the Sunwing table, and I really wanted to check them out and see in person. These are all connector cakes, but from the little demos that they had, which of course you couldn't have live fuse, it looks like they actually just connect the fuse into a hole on the next cake. But I am not sure. I'm looking forward to opening these up and checking them out, and I like Sunwing anyway. So I picked up their 2-minute show, 4 of a kind. This is a 4-pack of all 500 grams, and you can see they say connect items 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4 for a complete show. Then Straight Flush is a 3-minute show with 6 cakes, a mix between 200 and 500 grams, and they've got the connecting instructions too. And Royal Flush, with that one, is a heavy beast. This one says is a 5-minute show, and it is a 10-pack of cakes with 200 and 500 gram cakes. Looking forward to seeing how these look, how they run, and how the connectors work. I normally don't do assortments, but they had this one by Black Scorpion, wicked cheap. It's Shark Zone, and it had a bunch of different stuff I haven't seen from Black Scorpion. We've got little fountains, we've got a bunch of little aerials, we've got some Roman candles, we've got some artillery shells. So I figured, why the heck not? I've been digging Black Scorpion. Let's see if this one was worth it or not, and I'll do a full unboxing on this, and we'll just demo out everything for it. For artillery shells, we have Happy Family Neon Night ball shells. I picked up 3 12-packs so I can fill up my whole 36-shot rack with those. Supreme Fireworks Alien Invasion 24 shell kit. Unleashed by Jurassic Fireworks. Powered by Nishiki. Never heard of Jurassic. It's one of the things I like about American Wholesale. All kinds of different brands. Miracle Ginormous Shells. They're 7-inch shells. I'm not thrilled about that, but there are a lot of multi-break shells, so you do get 60 breaks in those 24. Because we've got 6 single, 6 double, 6 triple, and 6 quad breaks. I really want to see if they can keep the quad breaks looking good. Are the breaks going to be so small it doesn't even matter? Also by Miracle, Bada Bang. Those are 4-inch, but they're 1.5-inch shells. And I've been loving the 1.5-inch shells. Miracle's Artillery Arsenal. We have single break ball shells. We have single break cans, double break ball shells, and triple break ball shells. So there's 40 shells in this kit. We have 58 breaks. I love good ball shells, so I really wanted to get this one to try out. And last but not least, this beast, which is on its side right now, Color and Boom by Raccoon. This is 24 5-inch canisters, 24 1.75-inch ball shells, 16 4-inch canisters, and it says there are 64 huge bursts in this. I love Raccoon. I've had great luck with their stuff, and I was like, you know what? Screw it, I'm going to splurge, and this should be a great video on its own of just all of these ball shells and canister shells. It wouldn't be me without having fountains, so of course we have fountains. We got these little tiny New Sheriff by Red Lantern. Super cheap, tiny little fountains. They got a little bit of weight to them. They look like they should be fun. Monkey Mania, a 4-pack of coffee fountains, where we have Cat Fiend, Monkey Yatu, Moclaw, and Puppychino. T-Sky, Magic Stone. Also T-Sky, Keep Quiet. I like the silent fountains because they gotta focus on effects. I haven't seen this one, and we got Rocky and Bullwinkle. I'm in. Another Red Lantern, Volcano Eruption. Pyroplanet, Neutrino. Miracle, Burn Out. 2 Sunwings, Gardens of Color. Heavyweight, Brownstorm. I didn't know American Wholesale was making fountains now, too. Monkey Mania, Summer Sizzle. And Windows Spartan Scream, which I hear is stupid loud. So I got to make sure I do that one early on in the night. And it was back there the whole time, but I forgot about it. Monkey Mania Spirit of Diwali set, which has a bunch of little tiny fountains, snaps, glow sticks. It was cheap. I wanted to see some of these tiny little Monkey Mania ones, so figured why not pick it up. Opening up some of my single shots to show these little 22s I got. There's actually 10 packs of the 10-second fuse I ordered, and the Miracle Pyropatrick Fountain. Now for miscellaneous fun. Believe it or not, I am always doing spinners and zips and flyers and the little stuff too. I'm just really bad at recording it. I always just go out there and have fun with it. So I'm going to work on being better with that and try and get some sparkler fountains, some spinners, some ground blooms and different demos up as well. So hopefully you'll see demos on these ones and not just me having fun with them. We have some different colors of Sunwing's Smoke Out Smoke. I love smoke cans. I have a ton of them. And I hadn't seen the Sunwing ones. So I want to see how they stack up to some of the others that I have. I picked up a bunch of these little Blast Wave spinners. They're whirlwinds. I have a blast with these in the driveway. I've actually got like 8 other ones. So I want to do a full demo and get a bunch of those up. T-Sky, Fly, Hover, and Boom. These look like awesome little UFO spinners, but they lift up off the ground a couple feet, kind of hover there for a bit, and then take off. They look like a blast. I really wanted to get a demo on these up, and I have like 12 different other flyers I can put up with them. 3 packs of Mag Value Spin Hell. I love spinners. I'm always doing them as well. Really got to start demoing them. We have some daytime parachutes to go up. I got some Veterans Day candles. They're the only Roman candles that I got on this one, so I'm just putting them in with the miscellaneous. T-Sky confetti pistol little party popper guys. These are awesome. They are loud. They send a lot of confetti everywhere. I've actually got 3 of them that I bought from local mom and pop. And I got 2 more in here and a bunch of refills for it. And then I haven't tried these ones before. I have different ones like it, but these are Tooth Fairy sparklers. And the reason I love the ones like this is the kids in the crowd love them. Because that handle actually turns into a glow stick bracelet at the end that everyone can wear and play with and have fun. It's a great addition to a sparkler. Because who doesn't like having glow sticks on firework events anyway? We usually put them on the kids so we can keep track of them as they're running around. Have it built into a sparkler. Great friggin' idea. So I needed to stock up on 62 mil single shots. I got Raccoon, 62 mil dual ring, brocade crown, and ghost. 2 cases of white strobe, a case of red peony, red dahlia waterfall, and a case of green peony. And I also still have some Dominator green peony left. So I want to do a comparison between those 2 62 millimeter shells as well. For Dominator 62 mils, I got gold peony, gold lace, and red horsetail. And for other single shots with breaks, I'm trying out these Wizard 2-inch brocade and ghost ring. And I actually want to see how they go against the 62 mil brocade crown and ghost ring from Raccoon. I've got some more 30 millimeter shells that I really wanted to try. These Dominator ones come packed 51. They're all 30 millimeter, and there's a fast red, fast white, and fast blue. And it is a really quick hit over fast blue peony break. I've got some ideas for these in a red, white, and blue segment, and that they come 51 is pretty exciting. No clue how high they go, how big they actually break. So I am going to do some demos on these, see if they will fit in for what I have in mind. All right, for Mines and Comets, I got Wizards, red to silver go-getters with green strobe mine, yellow mine, lemon comet, 50 millimeter Dominator gold blink. I got a bunch of Dominator 50 millimeter go-getter blue. They didn't have full cases of them though, so I bought out all the ones that they did have. Dominator 30 millimeter brocade crown, no debris. And I guess a mix of 20 and 22 millimeter mines to test. These are dirt cheap. They are super cute in size. So if we go in here, we've got the raccoon green strobe, little 20 millimeter. And I also have a mixed case here of red strobe 20 millimeter and purple mine 20 millimeter. And then the Dominator 22 millimeter. I got a bunch of red mines. And you can see those are even shorter than the 20s, but they are a little bit bigger on that 22 millimeter. I definitely want to get a comparison between the 20s, the 22s, and some 30s. The price is really good on these little guys. All right, and for the shows, we have slices. Now, you'll notice that top one is Photo Flash. 25-shot cake. I'm actually going to run it like slices for an idea I have. I'm going to demo it as is, but I got different ideas of what I want to do with that. I picked up some of the PFX 13-shot white strobe mines, some of the PFX 19-shot, the red mine. I still have purple and green ones left over from my Pyro Musical, and these 19-shot ones are huge wide. And I picked up some of the 5-shot slices, Crackle Mines to Comets, Red Dahlia with Crackle. These little slices come 10-1, and these 5-shot slices go so wide. I still have some purple and green left from my last musical, and I added some red ones as well. I snagged some Dominator compound cakes and a couple that aren't really compounds, but I haven't done any of the Dominator compounds on the channel. Now, this was in the section, even though it's not, Blue Smoke Crackling Mine to Red Smoke Tree. That sounds awesome. I've been doing more daytime stuff, and I'm hoping this will do a lot better than that Night Owl Horsetail Smoke Cake. This Dominator compound cake was absolutely made for me. I don't know how many of you will hate it. I think I am going to love it. PFX 5924 120-shot compound cake crackle explosion. Yes, please. All crackle, just crackle. PFX 23E 157M compound cake American Pride 3 cake. And then I picked up 2 of the 2-minute Mod Madness. It is a 4-cake compound cake that goes for 2 minutes. And then for shows and demos, Proline cakes, I got a little carried away with Wizard, but Nishi Pyro Brocade Waterfall, I got one of those. Nishi Pyro Giant Bonsai. A Dominator DMX cake is 2-inch bores, 10-shot, red, white, and blue peony shells. Can't go wrong with that, I don't think. 2 cases of Wizard, 49-shot white strobe tiger tail to red blue cross set. Their demo looks awesome. I got a lot of uses for that. 49-shot straight red go-getters. 49-shot straight gold glittering tail to glittering cross set. 2 cases 81-shot Z-shape brocade tail spit brocade waterfall with red green strobe pistol. 81-shot silver world tail to blue and red lace. 2 cases of 81-shot Z-shaped brocade crown with color falling leaves. And 3 cases of 81-shot fan-shaped Nishiki willow with color falling leaves. This pickup was insane with so many good things that I cannot wait to see. And then for miscellaneous effects, I have some Raccoon Silver Explosions. These come in pack of 5s. They do a little bit of a boom and then a big silver explosion up. Spirit 76, 60-second red flying fish fountain. I got a couple tests I have in mind, and then hopefully I'll use 5 of these in the show. 8 5-meter red fountains. There's 3 seconds. They just burst up. And 2 sets of Raccoon Silver Flash with Sparkle. There's a ton of stuff here for demos, for my musicals, for more demos. So many brands. I am psyched for this pickup. My bank account really isn't, but you know, it hasn't been happy with me since I started this stupid channel. Thanks, everyone.